Today's games are dedicated to the memory of David St. Louis.
David St. Louis has been a longtime contributor to the sport of ball hockey. He spent over 20 years as a player, a coach, and a leader of the Raleigh ball hockey community. As a player, David's game was focused on speed and stick handling, an attribute that is a prominent part of Raleigh ball hockey. He would travel to many tournaments including Pittsburgh, Ocean City, Maryland, Philadelphia, Tampa, and Las Vegas, bringing his love for new competition. After his time in tournament play, he would move on to coach players, passing down knowledge to future players, developing them into the best. David would remind players to play with two hands on the stick, shield the ball, and how to take a backhand shot. When the NBHL expanded to include Tier 3, David saw an opportunity for all of Carolina to showcase their talents. He got to play on the Raleigh Surge with his son Michael and watched him score the game-tying goal in the 2022 divisional final. His vision led to the Carolina division, bringing home the Milet Cup twice, including the current champions Raleigh Squall, for whom he coached. All of the Carolina division thanked Dave for his contribution and dedication to the sport. To honor the one who made it all possible, the Raleigh Ball Hockey League has decided to retire their own trophy, the Carolina Cup, and bring in a new trophy, which will be named the David St. Louis Memorial Trophy. The Carolina division dedicates the season to the memory of the number 3, whose number will be hanging from the rink. From all of us, thank you, David.
It is the Charlotte Rise and the Oak City Squirrels. The Charlotte Rise, we've seen them last season, and despite their record, they actually impressed us, putting their game to a shootout, just falling short to the Surge. But this season, they have gotten their first 2 wins of the season. They did get an extra 2 points, both of them off of shootout losses, but just a much better lineup for them this season. They got more depth scoring on their roster. They got some former champions, Matt Henry, Kevin Helinski, and the main concern I have for the Rise is penalty troubles. They got over 30 minutes of penalty time, and one of the big acquisitions for the Rise, the former MVP of the Carolina division, Cale Bowman, now their goaltender. We'll see if they send him in, because so far, oddly enough, he has not had a win this season. So he is going to try to look to turn things around. He does have James Hotchner as a backup, so we'll see who they go for. On the other side, the Oak City Squirrels, their season has been offensive struggles, despite there being plenty of veteran players. Now, what I do see, they do have a lot of offensive potential. They have set of plays, but their big problem has been the finish. They get the plays that they want, but they just can't seem to get the play that they want. So we'll see if they can get those problems fixed. We'll see who they decide to go for in their net. Their options are Jim Trebus and John Wolf. Now, Wolf has had the most appearances. He's had 5 appearances. He's had a 1-3 record. So we'll see who they go for here. But Squirrels will try to look to turn things around here.
16,000
Looks like it's going to be Trebus in net for the Squirrels.
And I saw Hotchner was taking
on in the first place.
the warm-up, but I think they're going to go with Cale Bowman and the Charlotte Rise
Keep
in
it
net.
all, keep it clean.
Yo, let's go, Brandon. Yo, I really.
We are ready. Third game in our triple header.
We get underway. Bowman still looking for his first win of the season.
Little quick plug there.
Most valuable player of the Carolina Division back in 2022 and helped carry his team to a Mila Cup. It's lifted up the Rise, who have 2 wins this season, their first 2 in the NBHL.
Good.
Back in, here comes Bobby Orcus, shot and a save by Trebus.
It was a nice play. Quick little bang move there by Bobby Arcus to try to spark something for his team early going.
Arcus has not had a goal this season, but he does have 2 assists.
Ready?
Although he's had the most penalty minutes, 15 and a half. It's one of the things that the Rise are going to be trying to fix. In the meantime, the play comes into the corner. Kevin Helinski. Back to Peters. The Squirrels do clear the zone and will be picked up by Chris Cookingham behind the net. Over to Jonathan Hotchner.
Good.
Comes across and over to Brooks Dove. Back in the corner for the Rise. Gets it away. Shot! Oh, it's snared by Trebus. Couldn't control it, and it goes into the corner. Attempted clear by Dove. Gets knocked down. Second attempt clears out, but the Squirrels are going to have to deal with an icing.
Now, Daniel, that was an excellent breakout by the Rise from their end all the way out and punctuated right there on the backhand shot by Jeremy Hotchner. He led that breakout and just a perfect 5-man effort from one end of the rink to the other, culminated in some possession and a great scoring chance for the Rise.
And another quick shot off the draw and a save by Trebus, which will allow his team to make a full line change. The Squirrels have Ryan Reich as the top points leader, 4 of them, and they all come from assists. For goal scoring, that would be Jack Edgecombe. Has 3 for the season, but he is more than capable of putting up a lot more on the board as the shot goes high. Trebus still trying to recover. Oh, and he makes a save from on the ground. A lucky break for the Squirrels, but here they come again. Wrap around. Goes around, shot and a save by Trebus. They're still fight for it. They poke it loose. And the Rise coming out of the ashes and just blowing fire on Jim Trebus as the ball goes out of play.
Wonderful scrambling opportunity by the Rise in front of Jim Trebus, who hangs on. He fell completely back into his net, but he made the stop and was able to recover right there. And a good job to keep his body,
in the red,
or at least the business end of his body, in front of that goal line. Second chance, still scrambling, managed to recover. They dug it out and couldn't get one past him. So Jim Trebus is in this game.
Lucky break by the Squirrels as they put that one all the way down for icing.
What, your choice?
The Rise, like I said, plenty of depth scoring. Chris Cookingham, the only one with a multi-goal season. But you don't let up easy on the rest of the lineup as they will send Mike LaFond to take the draw. He'll win it. Goes back over to Chris Cookingham. Off the boards. Over to Keenan Steckler. Going across, no one available. Picked up by Mike LaFond. Off the boards, taken up by the Squirrels. With display behind their own net. You hear the Rise bench shouting orders to the players. They try to set it up and take it away. Here is Cookingham again, but knocked right back. be sent over to Matt Henry, another former Crown.
Good.
Around Wayne Witzigman. We'll just send it across, no one available. Back into the corner for Brendan Tefilski. Tries to center up, blocked. Tefilski with another shot. Trying it again from Keenan Steckler, gets blocked again. The Squirrels defense at least holding up on their end, but they have yet to get to Bowman. Chris Young unable to hang on. Over to Matt Henry, will just send it down. We'll just play it across to Brooks Dove. We'll take a couple of looks, and we'll see Bobby Arcus now sends it up, intercepted by Cookingham. Another clear, blocked, shot goes wide from Drew Swakis. Comes around and over to Brooks Dove again, plays off the boards. Seeing the call, and it is Tyler Murray for the Squirrels in front of the bench. Nothing there. We come back the other way for the Rise, who's been in full control this period. Tefilski with a shot, goes wide. Goes back over to Arcus. He'll try another one. Goes wide again off a body. Here is Brian Coscarelli. Over to Edgecombe, the current leader on goals for the team. Back behind the net. Around over to Jonathan Hotchner. We'll just send it up. Good. Himself, covered by two Squirrels, send it across and nearly off of Brooks Dove. Another shot and a blocker save by Trebus off the shot from Arcus. Here's Tefilski. Centers up to Arcus and behind the net, looking around, trying to stick it on, but it hit the outside of the net. Now sends it in front, nobody there. They'll be picked up by Jonathan Hotchner. Shot and a snare by Jim Trebus to keep us scoreless.
I'll tell you what about Trebus. It doesn't always look pretty, but it always looks good. Down and up with the glove. A great stop. And his team is under pressure. The Squirrels would love for some offense.
We've been seeing a lot of plays today that can easily make the highlight reel this week. Here's Jeremy Ritter. Takes a couple of sticks, hits the brakes, now drops it back. Looks for a loft shot, goes over Bowman, tries to backhand it across, unable. As it comes back, and out it goes, and it'll be icing against the Rise, and the Squirrels have their first chance at Bowman.
And right on cue, they are starting to develop on their own. They'll have an offensive zone draw, but let's take a look at the chance. Bowman, he's got plenty to look at, but that one took a weird bounce and went up and over a player. And then the second chance, the backhand just misfired, but Bowman was there ready for it just in case.
And attempted shot gets blocked. The shot from Steve Nato goes back in front of the Rise bench. Shot, saved by Bowman. Up in the high slot, trying to look for another shot from Nato, and that goes wide as well. Mike Cassetta with Bowman still down in the butterfly. Comes back to the right wing, taken away by Alex Lindvall. Taken away by Jeremy Hotcher, trying to break through to the fence. Trying to use it as a screen, unable. Then the high slot goes back to the right corner. Picked up by Kevin Helinski. Centers up, nobody there. Ryan Reich, a former Raleigh Squall. He's considered a champion of the Milet Cup. Comes back the other way. Shot and a save by Trebus.
4 minutes left to go here in a scoreless first period, and Trebus clamps down another one. But it'll be the Rise with another offensive zone face-off.
Yep.
And the push and pull
I got you.
getting a little bit more even. But, Daniel, right now I'd say the Rise have the advantage.
There's a shot going wide from Chris Cookingham. It'll be picked up by Reich, trying to look for Edgecombe, who will poke it out. It will not be icing as it'll hit Bowman. He'll just drop it off over to Jonathan Hotchner. Picked up. And we'll try to send up to Matt Petrella. Can't handle it. Back the other way for Luke Jones. Jones will try to dig around Petrella. And we'll find Ryan Reich. Will wrist one shot and a save by Bowman with 3:25 left in the first.
Great look
Great, I
by
guess, what,
Bowman.
5
He
feet
hasn't
time?
been tested a lot, but look at that confidence. Out at the top of his
In this
crease,
game, not
no
really.
rebound, easy snag, and just give it back to his team to win in
The
the
reason
circle.
I like to drop it at the start.
Reich will take the draw for the Squirrels, and he will win it, but immediately given away to the Rise.
nice.
And Luke Jones looking to
Up,
recover.
up,
They
up.
do, but they
Good.
have to tag up. The Rise will gain control. As you see, the number 44, Chris Cookham, he'll send it right over to Jaden Steckler. Centering pass off a body, juggling a bit, is back to Jones again for the Squirrels. Jones hanging on now. He'll just throw it around the boards, and he will go off on the change. Less than 3 minutes left in the first period. Still no score, but the Rise have had firm control of this period possession-wise. Back to Cookham. Avoiding a poke check from Ryan Reich, but can't get around Tyler Murray. Goes back, and it is now to Jonathan Hotcher. He'll just send it up. Shot and a save by Trevis, and he will just take the face off there with 2:25 left.
He's getting tested, but not quite as much as he was earlier in the period. He's looking like he's settled into a bit of a rhythm and is getting comfortable in this game. Both of these goalies really need some support offensively, as these are two teams that have struggled to score this season.
Hold up. Hold on. We reset it to about, it was like, yeah, it was about 228, 227.
Yeah, they're resetting the clock as
Yeah,
the
we're still
clock
on.
ran a little too much, and it's now back to 2:28. And we will resume play. As the given away. He runs into our official. Wayne Winsigman had an opportunity, but it just all went wrong. As Young from the Squirrels tries to enter, but broken up.
Good.
Gained and entered by Ethan Giangreco. Off the boards, Giangreco push off the ball. Now back the other way for the Rise is Keenan Steckler. Will just roll one on Trevis. Comes loose. Shot goes wide. A critical mistake, but somehow the Squirrels escape harm. Comes back to Matt Henry. The battle in front of the net. Shot, save, rebound goes behind the net. And wrap it around. It came loose, but the ref thought it was under Trevis, and a whistle.
Take it over there.
Let's watch this again. And Daniel, this is the lesson why you always follow up your shot. Trevis had it and then lost it and couldn't get to it. And sliding, it just goes wide of the net. Great opportunity. That was Steckler. That one just
Out of circle.
squeaking past the post.
Ball hits the ceiling, but playable for Jack Edgecombe. We'll send it right. Looking for Murray. Gave it away. Here's Arcus for the Rise. He'll try a shot wide of the net. Back the other way for the Squirrels. Hangs on and now sends it right. Trying to look for Murray. Unable. Now here's Brendan Tefelsky. Back over to Drew Swakis. Sends it across. Al just plays it into the boards over to Tefelsky. Trying to battle off, takes a shove from behind, no call. Goes back over to Luke Jones. He'll just send it off the boards. And the 2-on-1 for the Squirrels. It's Ryan Reich. He'll pass over to Edgecombe. Shot, he scores! Jack Edgecombe!
12 from
In
28.
classic fashion,
get it.
puts one up for the Squirrels. They draw first blood.
A bit of a mistake in the offensive zone, and the Squirrels find a nut on the 2-on-1. Perfectly
2 has the secondary
executed.
assist. So 12, 21,
Defense did
2.
what they could, but when the stick moved right there, and on the one-timer, brilliantly executed over the club hand of Cale Bowman. And
I
it's
didn't see it. I saw a
1-0
little bit behind,
Oak
but
City.
I mean, he's behind the net, and I'm all the way up here. Yeah.
It's one of those things. Cale Bowman may be one of the most talented goalies, but even on a 2-on-1, those are very difficult to stop. And I don't think he had enough push to get on the other side. Right. The Rise looking to answer. Here's a wrist shot save by Trebus. Goes off into the corner.
Get on the
Pops
hand.
up in. We'll try a shot off the outside and then over to the other side to Jeremy Hotchner. Tries to set her up off a body. Looks for a backhand. Goes wide of the net. And here comes Mike Schmick for the Squirrels.
Come on, play the ball.
Now facing a double team.
Play the ball.
With a big battle shot. Saved by Trebus. Comes loose. It's underneath them. Everyone comes together. And Trebus. And look out here as tensions boil. But it will simmer down.
Hotchner right in the middle of that. Nadell right in the middle of that. But at the end of the day, Trebus standing tall. Another scrambling front. Watch. Yeah, I'm going to say that's an instance of a little bit of the overreaction. I think the Rise players were stopped. I mean, yes, they were in front of Trebus, but not on top of him.
Reset it. Reset it.
All right.
1 second left. They decide to pull the goalie, but it won't matter as the Squirrels win the draw, and that will be period. But it seemed to be all Rise in the first period. They had firm control, but all it took was a 2-on-1, and Jack Edgecombe gives the Squirrels the lead.
Second or so, but
Well read there, and watch this execution. And yeah, I think you're right, Daniel. Bowman didn't quite get the push across that he wanted, but what I love about the execution of that 2-on-1 is how well they read that play and knew that the Rise defender was already gravitating towards the ball carrier. So they knew that the best course of action in that case is trust you can connect that pass and just spread as far across as possible and really force the goaltender to come all the way. Great finish, and yeah, like you said, a frustrating period for the Rise because they definitely played the better 10 minutes, and they find themselves down 1-0 here.
God damn, I hate this door.
At this point, I don't really see much to change for the Rise. They got one of the more important aspects of the game, and that's control. It's just one of those things. That's just how the game plays out sometimes. Just one play that the opponent gets that gets them ahead. But with the Squirrels holding a 1-0 lead,
one was perfect.
it's now about holding on to the lead, and it's something that the Squirrels have been trying
that's no longer dangerous
to get fixed this season.
Yeah. That was the perfect example of when it's not going to get blown.
It's about finishing the plays. We'll see if the Squirrels
Getting off?
can get enough defense to hold on to that lead, something that they've hardly come across this season. We get ready for period number 2, and we are underway. The Rise not wasting any time going to attack the ball, but it will be back over to the Rise. Cross and a shot going wide of the net.
Oh, right off the knee.
It'll be off the stick of John Peters and down over to Chris Cookenham, who will retrieve. We'll just play off the boards, and will be played by Luke Jones and sends it across to Brooks Stubb. Sends it back. And it will send it to Ryan Reich at center. And a chance for Jack Edgecombe. 2-on-1 shot. Saved by Bowman. And Jack Edgecombe nearly got number 2 today. Comes back as it hits Edgecombe a couple of times. Back over to Jonathan Hotchner. Hits it right back to Edgecombe. Tries to go to Murray, and he whiffs the shot. Here comes Jeremy Hotchner.
Green off.
Gets blocked over to Ryan Reich with the Squirrels. Reich with the shot saved by Bowman over the net. Close call. It Goes back to the point. Shot is blocked on the way. Ryan Reich takes the body, trying to complete the play. Back the other way for the Rise. It is Jeremy Hochner. Shot close. Save by Trebus.
Fantastic save there at the end of the sequence by Jim Trebus, but really the way I read this this is bad news for Charlotte, because the Squirrels came out of that period up 1-0, but they are playing the second like they're down. Really, they lost that period in everything but the scoreboard. So great coaching. They've still made adjustments, and they are starting to turn it up.
Good.
Well, the Rise still hanging on to the zone, but not for long as Ritter clears it out. The 3 Rise players collide. Shot going wide off the net. A chance from Chris Young on that play as it comes back. And out it goes for the Rise, but it will be icing.
And the Squirrels just continuing to push. This is bad news for Charlotte, where Charlotte really outplayed Oak City in that first. And so the Squirrels have made adjustments, and they are looking even better now, playing with the lead and a draw in the offensive zone.
That's fine.
There's still plenty of game left. Only 2 minutes gone in the second period. Is Alex Lindball to control, and we'll try to send it up to Jaden Steckler. Comes all the way down, but another icing against the Rise. And now the Rise seem to be struggling as the tables have turned.
We got to make sure we stop the clock. Yeah. Put it up to 7:46. Thank you.
See Ryan Reich taking the draw against Ryan Prussia. A one-timer goes wide from Edgecombe. Like I said before this game, the Squirrels with a lot of offensive potential. But it's been about finishing the play. Then a crazy bounce hits Bowman. He was not ready for that one. And here come the Rise, 2-on-1 of their own. And the shot saved by Trevis. Looking for a rebound, goes wide of the net. Matt Petrella almost took advantage of a weird bounce. Comes back behind the net. Over to Jaden Steckler. Now back over to Petrella.
Hey, who's the next?
In the corner again. Tries a centering pass, blocked. And off the boards, kept in by Lindvall. Petrella will leave it for Lindvall. He'll try a shot, blocked. Comes back over to Tom Knox. He'll play it off the boards to his left, over to Lindvall. Now back over to Knox. Tries to hang on, does, and plays it all the way down over to Ryan Prussia. Prussia facing a double team, gets it away, shot, it's blocked. Great job by Mike Schmick going down to take away the shooting lane. One.
Nice play, Carilli.
In the slot, but nothing available. Tries to low roller in. Trevis with another big save.
What a sequence for the Rise. Some of their best chances of the game. But Trevis still proving to be a tough nut to crack. Coming right back out to the point. They try to get the traffic, but now they're in his eyes, and he found it anyway. Trevis, great job. Top of the crease, makes the save, and no rebound.
Goes back to the point, looking for a shot, blocked down low. Recovers his own shot, tries to look for a tip, none available for Bain. Another shot, saved by Trevis. Hits the safety net, stays in play. Picked up behind the net by Arcus. Trying to go around to Tefelsky. Broken up. Squirrels look to clear, unable. Tefelsky, centering pass, nothing there. They picked up by Arcus. Turnaround shot, blocked by Dove. Tefelsky one more time. Hangs on in the left corner. Centering pass, tipped on, saved by Trevis. They had Chris Bain sitting right there. Now a one-on-one the other way. Ritter, not enough speed. Comes back to Matt Henry.
Everybody get back.
Back to the opposite corner. Drew Swakis will send it around to Matt Henry. Comes back to Tefelsky. Will just play right. Tries a shot. Blocked on the way. The Squirrels defense holding strong. Now tries to send forward. Looking for Coscarelli. Behind the net. Oh, but they call off.
Could have been an intentional offside. They decide against it, and instead it's a neutral zone faceoff.
The Rise will win this. They call icing.
Did you wave it off?
Let's see what they're going to. They may put this back to center.
Yep, that was an error.
Hold on,
and
is it an ice?
I called it good on the onside, so it was mixed signals, so we're going center ice to reset it.
Take it at center.
There you go. Great explanation from the officials.
So we'll reset at the center dot. And a false start, and that's got to be a little frustrating for the Rise after they wanted the icing, and now they had to draw one and couldn't get it, and now they lose the draw. As it comes back over to Ethan Giangreco. Look out as it comes back all the way to Trebus, and he'll just take the face off with 4:38 left.
No harm, no foul, but the Rise with another chance in the offensive zone.
It'll be Mike LaFond on the draw. He'll win it. Low roller, shot save. Looking for a rebound. Attempt another save. Rebound. They score! Wayne Hinsigman with the rebound. They're tied at 1.
It was 6 from 44.
Unassisted, 6.
21.
Let's take a look at it again.
6 from 44.
I like the idea of starting those low shot.
Oh, okay. All right, just 6, no assist.
They're saying it's unassisted. Take a look. Body's in front, just bounced out. Yeah, Trebus looked like he wasn't ready for it.
Yes!
And Witzigman came right out to him. Got his own rebound and buried it on the second chance.
So the effort finally pays off for the Rise, but they will have to deal with an icing here.
This one's going to come all the way
So
back down.
Witzigman scores the first goal for the Rise.
Oh, getting a pick. It's all right.
That's his first goal of the season.
Yeah. All right, everybody set? Oh, hold on. You gotta
False
be
start of the draw.
start.
We will do it again. So Witzigman will have his first goal
Start
of the
red.
season with 4:11 remaining. Cookingham will get it for the Rise, but gave it away. Shot and a save by Bowman. That's back around for Jonathan Hotchner. Will take it back behind his own net.
All right, watch crease. Watch crease.
Just carried himself in. Collision at center.
Good.
Someone lost a stick. It was a Squirrel. I believe that was Luke Jones, and it is. Goes back to Ritter. Goes back. Trying to fight through. Now behind the net. Chris Young getting some pressure to Cookingham. And now we'll try to push it upwards. Maybe develop a 2-on-1. No, maybe a 3-on-2. Make that 4-on-2. hooking him to the right. Drop pass, shot, blocked. As it comes back the other way, if Young can hang on, he does, and over to Reich. Now chips right. They will find Mike Schmick. We'll just set it up, and a 2-on-1. Caught him in the middle of the change with a shot. Save by Trebus. Comes back, and a shot going into the corner from Lindvall. And a penalty is going to be coming up. And it went in. However, a penalty has been called against the Rise. That will not count.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, that's the right call. The hand was up. Let's take a look at it from the replay.
No, you're good. You're good.
You'll see it right at the circle there. Stick was down, just a little bit careless, and you got to be responsible for your stick. Did he step on it? Sure, but you put it there in his path, and yeah, that
Right. It's a
it
trip
caused
on
the
number
turnover,
one.
then the shot, and it would have been a goal. So that's absolutely why that penalty exists. That's a good call. And it's a power play for the Squirrels.
Unfortunate for the Rise. Could have come back to make it 2-1.
No ice, no ice.
Unfortunately, a badly timed penalty cost them. As they take it behind the net for the Squirrels, as they'll have our first power play of the game, and over to Ryan Reich. Chips it left to Jack Edgecombe. Waiting for an opening. Now send it across and add something there. Didn't get the shot he wanted. He does get one off, and a save by Bowman. A great opportunity for Ethan Giangreco, but not the shot he wanted. Comes back over to Ryan Reich.
Good.
Hands it back across to Giangreco. He'll try a shot that's blocked by Arcus. Sliding in is Reich, and that would have been a great pass, but he gave it away. 2-on-1 shorthanded.
Good.
Here come the Rise. Sends it across and intercepted by Edgecombe. Now stretch pass for Reich, but an icing called against the Squirrels.
White, which side do you
And
want?
that's an icing on the power play, and that's never good. Take a look at the chance here from the outside, and that one just bouncing on the backhander. He couldn't get it clean. The backhander didn't do much, and it gets cleared out by Arcus.
But the Rise will get an offensive zone draw on the PK. 29 seconds left on the penalty. Cookingham will take the draw and loses it to Mike Cassetta.
No ice.
No.
Now puts it down to Ryan Prusha, who will take it behind his net. 20 seconds left on the power play. Now being pressure behind the net by Mike Cassetta. Now sends it across. Mike Henry. Matt Henry, actually. It goes off our official. 5 seconds left. Here's Jeremy Ritter. Sends it left to Edgecombe. Penalty is over. Tries to go across one-timer. Yankee doodle dandy. Save by Kel Bowman. That is the MVP we've been waiting for. Here it comes back over to the Rise. Petrella. Possible break. Shot misfired and easily stopped by Trebus with 1:01 left.
Remember that save by Bowman. Let's take a look. From the right circle, ripped one and a kick save. He saw it clean, but he had to go from his right to his left, and he keeps it out. Man, Daniel, it almost felt like Petrella was gonna score on that one because of the save. He does it, it stays tied.
Less than a minute remaining. Contact on the boards will be picked up by John Peters. Still fighting for control. The Rise have it over to Jeremy Hotchner. Sets it down. And we'll get Helinski back over to Jeremy Hotchner. Sends it to the opposite corner with 35 seconds left. Still trying to push off of Brooks Dove. He'll try a shot through the screen. Hits the body and wide. Rebound attempt. That also goes wide. Nobody home.
Gotta get out. Gotta get out.
Will be picked up again by Lindvall. He scores! off the tip! Kevin Alinsky, the Rise have risen up and taken the lead!
From 5. Let me see if there's a secondary.
What a goal, practically a buzzer beater. Alex Lindvall had it high in the zone.
19
He's
from
going
5.
to turn and
Who took that shot? I
fire.
thought it was 96.
He gets it in
Definitely 19.
front,
Who took that shot?
and
It was
Linsky
Lindvall? 5. You're
picks
right.
it up. Watch this. The rim around comes all the way back to the point. It's Lindvall. Sends it in. Blocked in front, and oh yeah, it's the deflection for sure. And that's Helinski's goal. It's 2-1 here at the end of the period.
Look out here as Ryan Reich wraps it around. But Bowman knows Ryan Reich all too well. That's his signature area and denies him.
Let's take a look at Reich's chance to answer.
Green, you good?
White.
Tried that wraparound like you said. It's sealed off by Bowman.
There you go. Oh, yep, there you go. Ready?
Goes back, one-timer save by Bowman to end the period. The Squirrels, this has been a very strange game because they've had the better period, and yet the Rise have come back to take the lead.
Back and forth we go, and I was really thinking that this was going to be tied. I think everyone thought it was going to be tied.
After the play, I'm
That's
not
just
calling
what
that.
happens.
He
You
did
throw
that
it to the
during
net.
play,
A weird bounce coming along the rim around that didn't rim cleanly.
He knows the game so
Lindvall
well.
managed
He
to
refs,
seal
too,
it
so
at the
he
blue
knows when
line
the
and
refs are
sends
coming
it
to his
in,
hard, but I
and
will try
Helinski
to
gets a stick
keep
on
it
it to
checked by
restore the
Lindvall.
lead. We shouldn't be surprised that this is a close game, though. When they met last,
Yeah,
May
he plays mind
19th,
games all
it
the
went
time.
to the
Like I
shootout,
said, during that, I'm not
and the
gonna call, but
team
I'll
that
try to
came
look
out
for
on
it.
top of that one, Oak City. The Squirrels' only win of the season came back in mid-May against the Rise, and right now, Charlotte takes a 1-goal lead heading out of the second intermission. This is all Charlotte's game to lose right now, I think. The Squirrels have been pushing and pushing.
He was
The
fine. He was
Rise
pointing out. He was
lead
complaining just
by
that
1.
21 tends to hold a lot like behind the play.
Yeah.
And I know he refs too, so he's
Like I said, it's been a very strange game.
Stuff like that happens. But I
Both
told him
teams
after the
doing
whistle,
things
I'm not
right.
calling for that.
After
And-
the whistle, unless you're like going at it.
It's just been some
He
but,
understood, but I told him we blocked
unlucky
it.
situations. Back in the first period, the Squirrels have had struggles with control, but yet they took the lead. Here in the second period, the Squirrels have a better period and seem to have the more quality chances, but yet the Rise found second win and come back with 2 goals of their own. So whether we're going to throw logic out the window, that's anybody's guess.
It feels like it's been a game of small adjustments here and there.
Ready.
We'll see what happens after that second intermission.
We get ready for third period, back underway. We lofted up by number 13, Anthony Carilli. Comes back into the corner for Cookingham. The Rise looking to hold on to the lead. But as mentioned before, the Squirrels are more than capable of getting back into this game.
Green off, green off.
With all the right boards,
Good.
now will be picked up
Good.
by Ryan Reich. Right center in pass goes to Murray. Tries a shot, blocked. Goes back the other way and over to
Green, you're
Bruce
off.
Wakes. Goes back.
Good.
And here comes Ryan Reich trying to hang on. Does get it up to Jack Edgecombe on the left wing. But the Rise recover will send it back across over to Jonathan Hotchner and sends it up right over to Bobby Arcus, and he'll just drop it off and will go off on the change. Brooks Dove sends left. And now we'll get a return from Luke Jones. Back and forth as the Rise hang on with a shot from Peters gets blocked. Tries to center again. Blocked by Brooks Stubb. Now sends it up to Chris Young. Sends it back across to Ryan Reich. Sends it up, looking for Edgecombe, but stolen away by Lindvall.
Good.
Lindvall with a shot goes wide into the corner. And picked up again by Jeremy Hotcher. Tries to center out, shot and a save by Trevis.
Another good look there. I believe that was Holinsky on the doorstep again, trying to get a second one. We take a look, and it was Holinsky right there. Turning and firing, running into a Squirrels player. And off the net, but Trevis grabs it anyway.
Appreciate it. Hand.
The draw and hand pass has been called, and we'll have another face-off.
Gotta come back.
Quickly reset. They're actually going to bring this back over to neutral.
Yes. Correct. No zone, White.
It will be Ryan
Yes,
Prusha
no
on the draw for the Rise. Up against Jeremy Ritter. Prusha wins the draw and will send it back around the boards. Brooke Stubb will send it across and over to Luke Jones. He'll try to stretch pass. It got tipped. No ice. Oh, wait a minute. Well, I saw the official say tip, but there was a whistle, so it's going to come back.
I'm not entirely sure what happened there either.
Which side?
I was going to lean on him. I couldn't tell if there was a tip. I'm leaning on him, and if he's going to call it an icing.
So it's going to come back, and the unlucky events continue for the Squirrels. As it comes back and out of the zone, it hits our official, but does cross the center line. Back over to Tom Knox for the Rise. Brooks Duff hops over the stick of Petrella, and will send it out the right wing boards to Chris Young, but it gives it away over to Jaden Steckler. Shot and over the net and lands behind off the side of the net. Look out here! Shot! Save! Rebound! Tip! And covered by Trevis.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Trevis is having a phenomenal game here. Managing to fight this one off yet again and keep his team in it. That was an errant pass from his own defender. Turns into a 2-on-1 down low. Tried to go 5-hole and then managed to collect the rebound before it turned into even more trouble. Jaden Steckler was right there.
Collision with Henry Coscarelli. Almost had an opportunity as Henry temporarily lost his stick, but it'll be sent into the left corner. No one there to get it. It will be sent up the right boards over to Keenan Steckler.
Good.
Anthony Carilli on the forecheck. It'll be sent across to Mike LaFont, but taken away by Coscarelli. Drop pass. Reich with a shot. Saved by Bowman. Goes back off the right wing. It was looking for a centering pass. Nothing available. Ryan Reich will pick it up. Centering pass. Intercepted. Here's Keenan Steckler.
Good.
Trying to pass to himself. Race for control. A little too far. Steckler takes contact behind the net. Centering pass over to Cookingham. Unable. Back over to Ryan Reich. He'll send over to Jack Edgecombe. Edgecombe facing three defenders. Now passes right to Reich. Reich with the shot. Saved by Bowman. Edgecombe again on the right corner. Trying to look for some assistance. Getting pressured by two white jerseys. Everyone's still battling for that ball. And a disturbance away from the play. It is Wayne Zigman.
Both of you. We're done.
And it looks like Ethan Giangreco. So both of them are going to be sitting for 90 seconds.
Go, both of you, roughing.
Not sure what started it. It's the pushing and shoving immediately.
I saw his first one and then his retaliation. You're both going. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, no, that's not up to me.
We can't open the other
box. So this is the shit you guys need to think about before these penalties. So it's awkward. Be professional, please.
So
it could be 5-on-5.
90 seconds posted on the board. We will play 4-on-4 hockey.
5-on-5, guys.
let us know they're going to
5
say
on
5 on 5. So we will say full strength.
Roughing for each.
Yeah, it'll be incidental roughing.
So
Green, you got
We will
anything
say
else?
5 on 5.
You guys get last change, so I just want to make sure you're good. Because they brought somebody on late because it was all sorts of fun there. All right.
So that is Gian Greco and Witzigman in the box for 90 seconds plus next whistle. Rise on the attack the other way as Tefelsky spinning off of one, but unable to hang on. Plays around the boards. Mike Cassetta trying to move in. Bobby Arcus cuts him off. He tries to play it back over to Steve Nato, unable. But it goes back over to Carilli. Back around to Luke Jones. Just having a little trouble trying to clear the zone. Tip off a stick, and it hit a player on the bench. So we'll have a stoppage, and we'll see where they place the straw. They're going to put it neutral.
These frequent whistles at this point are really making it difficult for the Squirrels to establish any rhythm here in the third period. I'd say advantage to Charlotte on that one.
No zone.
Arcus on the
Guys,
draw
be
up
behind
against
it.
Ritter.
All right, ready?
Ritter wins the draw, but here's the speed of Tefelsky. Shot saved by Trebus. Trying to hang on, and he will get it in the glove. He'll take a face-off.
Coming awkwardly off the glass, and the Rise just continue to get these stoppages and chip away at the clock, hanging on to their 1-goal lead right now. As there you see Trebus catching the fly ball.
Back to the right side. Look out, and it nearly has something on the end for Drew Swakis. Unable to pull the trigger. Shot off the side of the net.
You got no choice.
Back to Tefelsky. Has a lot of room to work with. Shot goes wide of the net. But picked up by the Squirrels. Drew center and knocked out by Murray. They're saying no icing as the Rise can play it. Approaching 35 seconds left on the penalties. 5:15 left on the game clock. Picked up by Jonathan Hotcher. Tries to send across. Knocked down by Jeremy Ritter. Sends it back around. And we'll find Mike Schmick. Back and forth between him and Steve Nato. Schmick tries to backhand it out. Dangerous pass near Bobby Arcus, who is sitting there in the slot.
No ice.
Comes all the way down. Goes over to the number 74, Jonathan Hotchner. Penalties are over, but the players have to stay in the box until the next whistle. Here's Schmick.
Green's in.
It's on.
Back across, kicked in by Reich, but gave it away.
Still in.
Trying to push back in is Schmick, but the Rise once again under control. Picked up by Brookstuff for the Squirrels. Throws it all the way down, but an icing called against the Squirrels.
Another icing. And they can't change. But they do get the players out of the penalty boxes, so there's that.
.422 remaining in the third period. Rise trying to hang on to the 1-goal lead. He'll be picked up by Hilinski, who wins the draw, and now sent down by Tom Knox behind the boards. Just sends it over to Murray for the Squirrels, poked away. Over to Hilinski on a wide angle. Pressure to the outside by Reich. Now centering pass, nothing available. Nato with control for the Squirrels. He'll just play it off the boards and go for the change. He'll go for a whole change. Less than 4 minutes remaining in the third period. The ball under control by Alex Lindvall. He'll send it through center. Knocked away by Chris Young. And it'll be Peters to send it all the way down for the Rise. Thrown all the way around. Young returns it back behind the net. Squirrels trying to make another push. It's Ryan Reich. Passes, he goes down. Edgecombe going across and has something for Chris Young, but he misfires. Goes back through center. Collision as
What the?
Cale Bowman makes the stop, and an extra shove from Ryan Reich.
Did not appreciate Knox's, let's say, follow through as he ended up on top of Reich. No call in that one. Let's take a look. There's the engagement and just stayed on top of him right there. They'll let it go.
Look out, here's a 2-on-2 and a block by Luke Jones. Comes back for the Squirrels. Hanging on now, cross pass over to Young, a little too hard. Coming back to Jonathan Hotchner, sends it up the left boards, over to Prussia. We'll just chip it in, knocked down by Jones. But it turns into a 2-on-1 for the Rise. Shot wide of the net by inches. Comes back to the point. Jonathan Hotchner without a shot. And in front, Trevis. Oh, he dives over, makes the save. Trevis keeping the Squirrels alive. Goes back across the rink. Over to Chris Young. Off our official. 3-on-2. All the boards over to Jaden Steckler. Now sends it back around the boards. Matt Petrella in the battle and can't hang on. Jack Edgecombe on a 2-on-2. Approaching 2 minutes left in the third period. Sends right. Tries to chip one on. Almost had something for Ritter. Couldn't get a clean shot, and Bowman with a save.
Cale Bowman standing tall and doing just enough to keep his team in this one. He hasn't been tested a ton this period, but watch this one. Manages to close this door and stays with it. Good pass to the wing. He read it the whole way. Nice tracking, stayed square and kept it out. And it's going to be a timeout by the Squirrels.
Yeah, the Squirrels are most likely going to be contemplating about pulling Trevis, who despite the scores had a great game. And they have an offensive zone draw.
You're going to have to be drawing up the play and see Coach Mel Lewis talking to his team and see if they have anything. Of course, their best shooters are Ryan Reich and Jack Edgecombe. See who else to decide to put out there.
As far as the Rise, it's just simple, just lockdown time.
You guys got this, man. Right to the rim, he's clean. Just do it, get that shot. Somebody's got to go to the net.
Right now, Trevis has his helmet off, and it looks like they are going to pull Trevis. So it'll turn into a 6-on-5. They're going to send Young, Edgecombe, Reich, Nato, Jones, and looks like Ethan Giangreco. 1:58 remaining in the third period. The Squirrels going to roll the dice here. Empty net, 6-on-5.
Timeout, White.
It's like icing the
And
kicker.
would you believe
Now
it?
it's
The
another
Rise
timeout.
have called their timeout.
It's an interesting strategy.
Well, it seems that the
We'll take
Rise.
another 30.
It seems that the Rise weren't ready.
Yeah. Thankfully, they both burned their timeout, so even if this goes to overtime, they don't get to stop it again.
But reflecting back on this game,
You're right.
is it more that is it just bad luck on one side? I mean, what do you think has been the X factor of this game?
It's really hard to say. I go back to what I said coming out of the second intermission. It really felt like this was just a matter of small adjustments here and there. There's been some awkward bounces, but both goalies have been playing great. And at the end of the day, I'm remembering Caleb Bowman's two or three big saves.
Everything else was fine.
That's what's keeping this thing so close.
Just right in the back of the knee.
We've got about 2 minutes to go. Like you said, Trebus's night is basically done as he's off. And like the officials said, if you caught that, there will be no more extraneous stoppages as both timeouts have been used. This is it.
And a shot misfired by Jones goes to the corner. A minute 45 left. Squirrels on a 6-on-5. It is a good battle in front of the net. A lot of shoving. And there's one big shove there at the whistle as Bowman makes the cover with 1:40 left.
Let's just watch the crease there, because if it goes in and you're...
When the biggest guy on the floor decides to clear the crease, no one is going to say anything to Jeremy Hotchner. Take a look again. Jam play, and then, nope, thank you. My goalie's had enough of you.
100 seconds left. Edgecombe with a shot and a save by Bowman off the shoulder. Into the corner. Man goes down. No call. We play on. And now battle on the boards. You know the Rise are going to try to kill the clock. He's trying to pin it to the boards. Everyone come together. Rise come out with it. Cooking them with control. And they got to hurry here. Because they have one man deep. But nothing available. The Squirrels trying to keep this game going. Chris Young sends it across. Finds Luke Jones. Young will go off on the change. A minute one left. And that will give the Squirrels extra time to make their change as Bowman will take the cover.
So a minute one to go. Still 6-on-5. But some dangerous opportunities. The Rise almost put it away.
I might have prevented an icing though, if you look at it that way.
They keep doing late changes, so I want to make sure you get the chance.
A minute one left. Ryan Reich on the draw. They got Edgecombe set up on the high circle.
You guys,
and
all of you.
Mike Cassetta in the slot.
It's that line, and you're both on that side.
With a minute left, tie up. Rise win the draw. A 3-on-2 on an empty net. Backhanded, that's going to miss wide. Luke Jones will reset. Sends it right over to Mike Cassetta. Overstretched it. Back it goes into the Squirrel zone. But it was behind the red line. It's an icing.
You want this one? All right.
This one's going to come all the way back. 2 more seconds ticking away.
It's 42 seconds left.
Hey.
Reich once again on the draw. The slot is stacked. And taken down. They're going to say nope. I saw the ref about to raise his arm, but they go on. Shot. Saved by Bowman over the net. 30 seconds left. Edgecombe going across. Luke Jones has Carilli. Sends it to him. Tries to go through the slot. Shot saved by Bowman with 20 seconds left.
No, I did not.
Tremendous work by Bowman, but I can't believe that penalty didn't get called. It doesn't. We play on. Let's take a look. That one bouncing off the end boards, and Bowman comes out to stop it. No rebound, and doesn't get to the player in front.
20 seconds left. Possibly more.
20 seconds left. Off the draw. Rise win it. They get it around. 2-on-1. Is it going to be in? Bingo! The Rise with the empty netter, and that will put it away.
Bit of a nutty finish here and almost 2 full minutes of empty net, but eventually
2 from 19.
The Rise come away and get the empty netter.
Yep.
It is 3-1, and Charlotte looks poised to take this one with less than 15 seconds left.
as it's been the theme this season, the Squirrels do a lot of play right, but just been snake bitten. As that comes down the right wing, 5 seconds left, and they will push it down one more time. The Rise get their third win of the season, and will pull out a 3-1 victory over the Oak City Squirrels.
Well, Daniel, that was a wild finish to be sure, but eventually the Rise do come away with it. My MVP for that one's going to be the goalie, Cale Bowman, who did more than enough to keep his team in it. That kick save in the second period, so memorable. And a couple scrambles behind the net. It could have gotten really ugly. Trebus did great too, but ultimately, Cale Bowman and his team's defense hung on. They did enough. So, Daniel, let's go back down to you ringside. How do you feel about North Carolina representing the NBHL today?
It's always a pleasure having Carolina out here and just showing the best. And, of course, Carolina, the home of 2 of the Tier 3 champions. And it has been a big deal for us here, and especially after what we had this past April with the loss of David St. Louis. And I feel like that this has been to the spirit that he wished to bring into this game, and it's just been one big family for all of us. So it's a big thank you to everyone, and especially with big support from the San Roccos here in North Carolina.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being there live in person. It was great. Always. We'll have you back in the booth next time, I'm sure, but it's got to be nice to be down there live rinkside. So that's going to do it for us. We'll wrap up with the 3 stars of the show. My third star is going to be Sean Pulowski. He was great, but his team really steamrolled to that one. He got the hat trick and then some, but he's going to get the number 3 star. Sunid Ahmed also with a hat trick in the second game for the Crabs. He played fantastic, and his hat trick goal ended up being what it was needed to help them hang on against the Rise. But the number 1 star of the show is going to Cale Bowman and his excellent play in net for this team, the Rise, and they get the win here against the Squirrels. And that's going to do it for us in North Carolina. We'll be back with you later on this next month in July. We'll have more action for you here, but continue following the National Ball Hockey League. It's been so much fun here in yet another year. And that's going to do it for us here at MVP TV. Big thanks to Kevin Frost and Autumn Cowart in North Carolina, for Anthony San Rocco, Anjana Rieger, Justin Coet, Joey Delgado, and Daniel Wilson. I've been Chris Blair. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.